Defense?
David Andre Woodard for Mr. Johnson.
He's just asking for me for probation.
Okay. All right, we're here for sentencing. You entered a plea of no contest on January 4th. According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a cap of 8 years and the state is silent on your application. Defense and state, have you both had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, sir.
Any
Yes, Your Honor.
objections to the PSI report?
No, Your Honor.
All right, defense, any witnesses?
No, Your Honor. Just arguing.
All right, the court will hear argument.
Judge, it appears that looking at the PSI, that Mr. Johnson does have a prior history. He did go to prison, I believe around 2019 in Tennessee, where he served 3 years. His family is currently in Florida. He has 2 sisters down in Florida and also his mom. He's been here approximately a little over a year. He's been in custody, I believe, going on about 7 months, Judge. According to the PSI, he did accept responsibility for what happened that evening with the complaining witness. I don't believe the state has had contact with the complainant in terms of the victim impact, so the complainant is not in favor or against Mr. Johnson receiving probation. I think in looking at his history, Judge, he does have a number of misdemeanors, but he only has that 1 felony conviction. He came down here to San Antonio so he could work. I think he was involved in construction work when this incident happened. He does have a support system. I have spoken with his sister during the course of representing Isaiah. We're asking the court to consider his application for deferred. I know when we took a plea, Judge, the court did ask for a mental health evaluation. I don't know if that was done. I didn't get a copy of it in the PSI or the TAP evaluation. The TAP evaluation does state that if he did receive probation, he would be a good candidate for outpatient treatment. There is no concern for any drug use. There is no concern of any gang involvement. I believe he's about 30 years old. He has some kids. He's divorced.
All right, so what I'm reading, and I always read the police report just to refresh my memory. It appears from what's in the stipulation, and this is what everybody stipulated to, there was an argument at a bus stop between your client and the complainant. Your client is homeless. He has a backpack. The complainant punches him, takes his backpack, and then your client goes running after him with a knife to get his backpack back. Am I reading that correctly?
That's the way I recall it, Judge.
Okay.
I don't have the police report in front of me, but that's how I recall it back.
And your client stated that he was homeless and everything that he owned was in the backpack.
Correct.
All right, if the court grants this application, where will he be staying?
I've asked Isaiah if he has a place to stay. He says he does. He would also, if the court would consider it, possibly being transferred back to Florida. I think his mom and sisters live in Jacksonville. I told him that there is a process before that case could be transferred, but that's where he has his support system.
All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Say Johnson.
All right, your counsel has said that it appears your family is in Florida. Have you spoken to your family since you've been at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they want you living with you? I mean,
Yeah.
living with them?
They have no oppositions about it.
Well, no. Sometimes people have no opposition because sometimes mothers are saying, I got to say I have no opposition because it's my child, but I really don't want them here. Or sometimes the sisters really don't want you here, but you're my relative. So my question is, have you asked them if you can live with them? Yes or no?
Not exactly. No.
So that's a no.
Yes,
All right. When's the last time you had employment?
ma'am. Before I got arrested,
Doing what?
construction.
Why were you homeless?
I was actually living in a hotel. I wasn't homeless.
All right. And was this a hotel where they do it monthly or weekly?
They do it weekly.
All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. In Florida, what county is that?
Duval, actually,
I'm sorry, what?
Duval,
How do you spell that?
Duvall.
We'll do a transfer to Duval County in Florida. What city is that?
Jacksonville.
Anger management. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm going to order intensive outpatient treatment, field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. There's to be regular UAs, 250 hours of community service restitution. Probation, is there anything else?
No,
And there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, no,
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record from here on out. Everything that you do in your life, every decision you make, you need to ask yourself, could this potentially result in me being in prison for 20 years? Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, everyone. And are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jesus Antonio Hernandez who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 7588 for the offense of aggravated robbery on September 22nd, 2021 for a period of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 6 on or about the 30th day of May 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jesus Antonio Hernandez, departed Bexar County without the written permission of the court and or the supervision officer in violation of condition number 6.
How you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, we waive the other violation alleged in the motion.
Any objection?
No, ma'am.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of number 6, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 6?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 6 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking that you grant the motion, adjudicate the defendant guilty, and sentence him to 7 years in the prison.
All right, and with regards to the other case that's in the allegations, has that been taken care of?
Judge, the last time I checked, which admittedly was about a month ago, Maverick County has not yet filed an indictment. I don't know that Maverick County intends to file an indictment. And the only reason I say that was because there were the DPS troopers that were involved in that scenario basically had indicated it's really hit or miss. So that's all I can tell you. He understands though that there is another charge with his name on it out there. And of course, we're asking which could, lead to negative consequences for him. So we're asking the court to follow this agreement.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, are you asking the court to follow the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 7 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Jasmine Cisneros, and there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentence?
No, Your Honor.
No, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived the right to appeal, and you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
25.
All right, so I know that any time that you do behind bars is a lot of time, even 1 day, 1 hour. But you still have a chance to do something with your life, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.